Hi Cancers, how are you doing? It's me, Camila Rose, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be getting into your singles, couples, and friendship reading. This is my version of a love reading, but it's really just about connections and relationships and all that wonderful stuff. This is your new day. Monday is the moon's day, Cancer's day. So you can come back on Monday and you can get a little bit of self-care, self-love, watching the videos, getting some insights into the things that are going on into your life. So welcome to your day. Let's get into your reading. All right, singles, Cancer singles. What's going on with my Cancer singles? Ooh. All right, 6 of Cups in reverse. Well, you may be not thinking fondly of the past. You may be you might be caught up in those memories, but you also may be very much so just like, yeah, no, that was not nice. I don't like that. And I'm ready to move forward. Ace of Wands is definitely saying that there may be, there may be someone who's coming in or someone who's already here that you're very physically attracted to, but I don't know if you feel like it's a good emotional choice. You may feel like your options are limited, and that you want is not something that's showing up for you. The Hangman is saying that you need to change your perspective on things. You may need to take a step back and kind of like slow down a little bit. I'm gonna move this over. 8 of Cups in that's upright is saying that it may be time for you to leave. Your moon is right there. It may be time for you to leave this circumstance behind. Maybe leave the way you're looking at things behind. Leave this idea of the past behind. Yeah, so that you can mourn. Because if you're too busy thinking about the past, we all know that means that you're not open to the future. You have to leave the past behind. You have to mourn the things that didn't work out, especially if it was something that may have been happening in your childhood or like a mentor or maybe a relationship with like an age gap or something where it really didn't work out. You are not resting though. You are not kind of taking time to sit down and understand what's happening here, which could be a good thing if, I don't know, that was kind of sideways. It could be a good thing if you are not intellectualizing your emotions and what's happened and you're trying to feel them. It seems like though you might just be distracting yourself. Sorry, I would say that. But you might just be distracting yourself with a connection, with a relationship. It seems like we go from an Ace of Wands to a King of Wands. This person is very charismatic and they're very, very interesting. You're very attracted to them. And it does seem like it leads to the end of a stressful situation. So I don't know, maybe that's all you needed in the moment. What's your outcome for the singles? My recommendation would be to just sit with your feelings. Yes, the High Priestess. Do that healing. Make sure that healing work gets done. That's my recommendation, but that's just me. You can do as you please, but you do need to make sure that like that internal and that external are matched up. There's a lot of indication here that that's not necessarily the case, that your heart is torn in different directions and that you're externally living out one reality and internally may not be fully aligned. So get into that alignment, High Priestess. And then the emotional offers that you feel like you're missing out on you'll be able to recognize them. But again, you have to let go of the past. It's those 3 cups again. We have the 3 cups here. We got the 3 cups there. We've got the cups all upside down there. We've got the cups upside down there. Like you have to release this hurt and this pain that happened that may have been a catalyst for how you're approaching relationships moving forward. I love you, but you have to be able to let this go. And when I say let it go, I don't mean that you have to ignore it and act like it hasn't happened. You don't have to quote unquote do healing from it or anything like that. What I mean is recognize that this hurt you. Recognize that this was painful. Recognize that this wasn't what you wanted it to be. Recognize how it impacts your behaviors and your feelings towards relationships now, how you operate in relationships. You don't have to throw this away or cleanse it or cut it or do anything like that if you don't want to. You can fully just try to release this and be done with it. But what you have to do is find a way to be able to, if you're not going to be able to let it go and release it, to be able to to allow it space without having it take over, without having it creep in every time you make a new connection or you find yourself attracted to someone or you're ready to move on and not be in this stressful situation anymore. And if that's not something that you can do in a healthy way by like putting it on the shelf, some people are able to hold those contradictory experiences and things, like Scorpios are great at that. Scorpios can hold pain and pleasure at the same time, and they thrive in that environment. If that's not an environment that you can thrive in, that you can move forward in, then you do have to kind of release it, send it to the bottom of the ocean floor. Okay. All right, singles, that's it for you. Let's see couples. Ooh. Queen of Wands in reverse. Yeah, you may not be feeling very confident right now. You may be feeling a little bit like you're overwhelmed. You may also be feeling a little bit like you're not protected. There may be a Queen of Wands energy that is very active and pulling a lot of your time and attention. It's not acting in their best way. Legacy, long-term commitments, long-term investments, really what your family is looking like. What else do we get there? A King of Cups. That's you showing up. I wonder if maybe Queen of Wands has kind of stood down and that's allowing you to make this investment instead of them kind of pushing and pulling for their way. There is some stress going on though. You're showing up really nicely. Stressful situations. There's that fire energy again, the Emperor, the Aries. You're either maybe stressed, sitting up thinking about how like you need to get things together, you need to put things in order, or there's a very strong like masculine energy coming through. Knight of Wands, but you're like determined to move forward. That's good. Even though you realize this is going to be a lot of work and it's going to take a lot of effort, but you can see the end goal. You see the end goal. So you're just going to keep working. I love it. You're just going to keep plowing away. You're going to become the expert of your craft. You're going to put that time and effort into this connection. The Lovers. Wonderful. You're going to know that, like, I don't have to live my life the way that maybe my father wants me to, or maybe my mother wants me to, or whoever, like maybe my partner or who is an Emperor energy wants me to. I can make this relationship be the way that I want it to be. Like, you can get back into your power, back into your confidence, back into like flipping that Queen of Wands on her head. This also could be that maybe like the sexual chemistry is kind of, it's not really, where you want it for it to be. Perhaps because you're so stressed out and you're so like focusing on this long-term investment, focusing on like what you're doing in order to have the family be successful. So it's kind of, getting back to your core, getting back to your roots. Emotionally, you're showing up in a great space. Fire-wise, creatively, not so much. We get a King of Pentacles as your outcome with the Devil card. Oof, yeah, those unhealthy attachments. It's kind of indicating that there's either something about a earth sign energy, but it's really giving kind of father energy. It's giving patriarch energy with that Emperor, with the King of Cups, with the King of Pentacles, and then getting the Lovers. And the only feminine presenting card that came out is the Queen of Wands, and she's in reverse. There's a big push for masculine energy, masculine stereotypical energy things kind of being present in y'all's relationship right now. A very push for like being very emotionally mature, focusing on all the things that need to get done. King of Pentacles, creating like a sustainable lifestyle and making sure that like the bills are getting paid, the money's getting done, money's going into retirement. You can take care of your kids and pay all your bills and things, that legacy piece. If you're working on like a big investment for you all as a couple, if you own like a company together or something like that, really it's kind of taken all the fun and excitement out of that as it's grown and as it's matured and as you all have like decided to expand and really make this a family business. It's kind of taken all the fun out of it. It's taken all the excitement out of it. It's taken all of the like arousal out of it because you've been like pulled down by the seriousness of how to actually succeed, at least what you think you need to be doing to succeed. So in one sense, we have you then saying like, okay, yes, I can learn, I can grow, I can be independent, I'll make my own choices. This is divinely like blessed. to then saying, all right, we're going to do King of Pentacles. We're going to like buckle down. Like we're going to really make sure our finances are tight. But then it's like we get this devil energy that's like either Capricorn, that's just like you've attached yourself so much to this idea of like financial abundance that you've attached yourself to so much, is like kind of clamping down, like it's fully just like taking its grip on you. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I think it really depends on what it is you're looking for. If you see this loss of kind of like the fire energy and that like feminine fire as a bad thing, then like clamping down and like going hard into this space of just like focus on the money, focus on the wealth, focus on the legacy of what we're building and creating, yeah, it could be a move in the not best direction for you. But if you see the devil card as like a commitment and attachment to this outcome, it's not a bad thing. It's just saying that like I understand that like, yeah, this is going to be a lot of work to get where we want in the long run, but like we're committed to it. So it just kind of depends on what your perspective is. So I would say think this through and like recognize like what is your legacy that you want to build? Is it something that like is attached to this idea of success related to money and hard work and trudging through the like really bad times? Or is it something that maybe is a little bit more balanced that says like, yes, we'll work, we'll put in the effort, but we'll also make sure that we put in time for fun time together to maintain our relationship and all of that fun stuff. So I don't know, make your own choices. You'll make the right choice for you. All right, so that's it for our singles and for our couples. And now let's get into the friendship reading for our Cancers. And let's see what's going on with your friendships. And if you want to get a family reading so that you can maybe know more about the dynamics that are going on in your like immediate family, in your maybe larger family, things like that, just let me know. Comment down below and I can add those to your readings. Ooh. Let's see what's happening with friendship. Perfect. Okay, friendship reading for Cancers. Friendship reading for Cancers. Ooh, temperament. I love that. Or temperance. So right now you're focusing on that balance between your heart and your mind. Ooh, the sun, you're feeling seen, you're feeling recognized, you're in a good space, you're able to take care of yourself and practice that self-care, or self-care queen. Your heart is open, you're working hard, like you're putting in time and effort, which I know you are, because regardless of like which reading came out, you were really focused on like putting in the work. Well, singles could do a little with that. You may be getting some advice, maybe some money advice, or maybe like some guidance about some investments to make, but it leads to money in the hand. It leads to an investment, or it leads to maybe like a new connection that is financially beneficial for you. So maybe this is a friend who, has connections in the business world that you're in. Maybe you're networking, and through this networking, you find not only a friend, but you find someone who's in your field. You may be having to be a little defensive, though. Let me see what's up with that. 7 of Wands. Oh, yeah, because there's some fighting going on. Okay, hold on. Let me switch this around so I can pull another card with this. There's some friendly competition going on. This is giving very much. This might be like a work thing, a work friend, work acquaintance, something of that nature. Maybe you got a raise, or maybe you got something like that, and maybe that was something that you were both going for, but I feel like 2 of Pentacles would be that. I don't really see that as the case, but either way, you were a little defensive about like the stance you took, what came in, this opportunity that came in, and it might have lead to some friendly competition, some friendly fighting, some tension, but you are chilling. You're like, nope, I deserve this. So yeah, it might be a work friendship or a family member that there was money involved with, a friend that there was money involved with. And as you like got an opportunity, it may have caused a little bit of little bit of tension, but you're like, nope, I worked hard for this. It's working out exactly the way I wanted to. You got the Emperor as your outcome and the Lovers. So make sure that you are, following through, creating systems, creating order, not just, actually I can put these over here. That way though you can see them better. So yeah, make sure that you are focusing on creating systems. So if you have come into some money, go through your budget. Don't just be willy-nilly, Make sure that it's in a high yield savings account or it's in a retirement account or something like that. So you can't just be chilling inside of your garden. Don't be maybe so cold, try to see things from other people's perspectives. But this is about like figuring out your own route, the Lover, figuring out your own route, making your own choice about where direction it is that you want to go and how it is you want to show up in your friendships. So if this is how you want to show up and you want to be seen, you want to be able to take care of yourself, you want to be able to put in the hard work, you want to be able to come together and have something that's fruitful and prosperous, you want to have friendships that maybe even align with bringing you resources and funding and money and things like that, like it's a good time. Be mindful of what that also can mean when there may be some hiccups or there may be some tension that grows from how things work out, Coming into partnership where money is involved, friendships where money is involved, it can be a sticky situation. So just be mindful of that as you're moving forward in your connections and make sure that your heart and your mind are balanced. All right, Cancer, that's going to be it for you. All right, so your new moon in Capricorn video is up. Timestamps are in the video because it's all of the signs that I read for in one video. So you can go check that out. And then I was supposed to do the January astrology in Saturday's video from last Saturday, but I needed to get those new moon and Capricorn videos up. So I'll be doing astrology for January this Saturday. And hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, comment down below, and let me know how things are going. I love you. I'll see y'all later. Bye.